Looky here, when look at Arno's lines here. Look. Oh my god, that's what we want. Beautiful body lines. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out ALD1's formula performance video. Okay, so I was a little confused about this. I knew that it was gonna be out December 3rd, 6 p.m. KST. And then the performance video released way earlier than the track. Because it said the track would be released at 6 p.m. KST, but they released the performance video prior. So it's a little confusing. Before we get to it, just want to let you guys know that I have reacted to Boys to Planet full episodes. I also reacted to the behind, the Mnet stuff that came out on the Mnet Plus after the show. I've also just uploaded the Mama Awards. I'll link it all down below if you guys are interested in those. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to see how this looks like. Obviously, we saw the choreography and heard the song at Mama, but of course, the audio was not as good. In many performances, throughout the show, so many times the instrumentations were so much louder than the microphones. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how the song actually sounds like in full quality, and so that we can hear all the details, the vocals properly, hopefully see the choreography better. Off of Drive 1, Formula. Let's get to it. Wait, okay. Ooh. Oh. Song 1! Stepping into the set. It's so Neo. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. 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 Oh. This already sounds better than the Mama performance. Hey. Nice. Hey. Love that part. Ooh. God. We got the formula. Turn up, go slay, don't stop. Hey, the pops. Yo, Arno! Hey! I actually really like that part. Let's go, Sungyeon! We got the formula. Hey. How do you vibe to this portion? Whoa. Ooh. This is kind of like a music video. We got the formula. Turn up, go slay. It's like separate songs, man. We got the formula. Love that Arno's getting so many center moments. Yeah. So pretty. We got the formula. You wanna feel what you go. Yeah. Nice tone. Is there a meaning to that liquid? Is it gas for the racing cars? Yeah, this is a music video. This is not a performance video. What the hell? Hey! Jinlong is so good. We got the formula. Woo! Okay, I have to watch that again because there were so many things happening and I have so many things to say. Okay, I do want to watch that again and do some pausing just to comment throughout. But first of all, this feels more like a music video than a performance video. Even though, because a performance video from what I've seen anyway throughout, being listening to K-pop for like almost 6 years now, is that there is a lot of you see dancing pretty much the entire time, and you just kind of like you go in and out different angles and stuff like that. But this one you have cuts also. You have portions and frames where there is no dancing. Of course, there are more frames dancing, but there are frames that they're not dancing. I feel like maybe they were going for a music video. This is not either a performance video or like a music video. It's a combination of both. Again, this is not my first time hearing the song. I did react to the Mama performance, and so this was just a lot more clear audio-wise. I was monitoring the conversation on my comment section on Patreon, but also on social media. And I did see that the main producer for this is Kenzie. They produce a lot of the SM stuff. Kenzie, known as producer for SM with many hits like Red Velvet, EXO Overdose, NCT 2020 Resonance, aespa Supernova, and many other songs. That makes so much sense. Like that intro is so Neo. It's sounding like early NCT, like 2018. It almost kind of sounds like it's going to Black on Black, like with this the bouncing effect. Stepping in that part. That sounds like it's gonna go into Black on Black. And then the structure of it, the kind of like whiplashy stuff. Like it's going heavy rap, and then it's gonna go into like this very smooth vocals. They almost like feel like different songs. It's very SM, and so that makes sense because the producer has a history with that kind of music. And also, I don't know if you guys heard, 1 month ago, Wake One appointed an ex-SM CEO. The name is Nam So-young. Wake 1 will have 2 centers. Center 1 will focus on Zero Base 1 and ISNA, while Center 2 will focus on Alpha Drive 1. And so that makes sense if the person, if the CEO in charge of their center is the one that is that was an ex-SM CEO. And then the way this works in the industry is that like if you work at a company and you like working with certain creatives from there, you like their style, you like their sound, you like the way they work, you guys, as anyone with a job knows, if you guys have chemistry working together, it makes working really fun. And so, I can see this CEO bringing in producers that she had a great relationship with, that she had a great connection with, that she favors their work ethic and their music and their overall work samples, right? And so that could have heavily contributed to the production of Formula. And yeah, the SM-ness, I listen to a lot of SM music and SM groups, and this is very much in that line, which actually makes sense for the concept. Alpha Drive 1, ever since that was announced at the finale, I was like, yo, Formula 1, F1, racing, and sure enough, that is the main concept. It's a pretty cool concept if you think about it, but I think that the majority of the fandom, from what I'm seeing from my comment section and also from the conversation on social media, I feel it seems that a lot, and also me too, like this is what I want as well, that a lot of us would prefer a chains like concept. But this is so not that, right? But we do have to remind ourselves that this is a pre-debut track. The main title track is gonna be what defines the sound, I feel like. I feel like the title track may lean into more the chains-like kind of sexy choreography, sexy sounding, which a lot of us, in the fandom obviously loved, right? This is a little bit more kind of like Lucky Macho. Even like the beat on it and like the rap and stuff, it's very Lucky Macho. But I think this song does a good job of establishing the concept. Because if you think about Alpha Drive 1, you think about racing, and you don't really think about chains. It's two separate things. So I guess that would make sense if they wanted to just establish the concept of the kind of like racing concept, and then have a title track that is chains-like. But even I'm like confused as to how that's going to kind of connect, because the title track is gonna be like Euphoria or something, Road to Euphoria. The image is so much softer than the image for this. The image for this was like the wheel, the Formula, the F1 racing type of wheel, and for Euphoria it's just like Constellation. So you can tell it's gonna be softer already. I am very, very confused though, and very, very intrigued how they're going to make, if they are gonna anyway, if they're going to take the ALD1, if they're going to take the racing concept and have a chains-like song. It's quite different, you know. But I think that's why they talked about, you know, in their variety show on One Dream Forever. Is that the title? I've been reacting to those too. So that, I think that's why they asked there, where if you would like to establish a sound first, or if you want to do different genres, because that was like one of the main questions there, you know. And some of them preferred that they get like they establish a specific sound first, and then, you know, go out into different diverse genres, and some of them want to try many things right away. And so I feel like it could be one of those things where they would be trying different things right away. They could be doing this kind of concept pre-debut, you know, Alpha Drive 1, racing theme, Locky Macho vibes, and then title track could be chains-like, and then the second title track will be completely different. You know, it's just going to be different genres all the time. It's kind of like, you know, for example, Rise. They have a very diverse discography ever since the beginning, like from Memories to Siren to Get a Guitar. You know, they're all very, very different, and they keep doing different things also. But then you also have groups who have a very distinct concept, kind of like, for example, in Hypen, that vampire concept, and kind of like the sounds that kind of have relations to that, and kind of a similar style and feel. It's evident from one comeback to another. And so I think they could go many different ways here, but, you know, only time will tell. For me, there are sections in this song that I do really like. And I've seen and talked to people who don't like those specific parts, and then they like certain parts that I don't like. So it's a very polarizing song. Okay, let's go through it again. I'm going to do some pausing and commentary.
Stepping into the set. 나를 지켜본 threat. Yeah. 질주하는 my track. 나의 공식은 act. Yeah.
I actually really do like that first part. I think it's quite epic in a performance sense, because it's I feel like it could have been staged better at Mama. What could have been because when I listen to this intro, I hear like, so you hear the solos. It's like, you know, one member, da 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 da, then the beats, you know, you lay down low there, and then you get another soloist, and then you lay down low again, and then you get another soloist. It's like, you know, that kind of thing. I think we could have staged that whole intro a little bit better. I feel like it would have been more epic and dramatic if it was like blackout and then spotlight on whoever goes on. It's like, so you spotlight on whoever's doing the solo, and then kind of like dim, you know, with red lights, kind of shadows, and so you still see the choreography, and then another spotlight on like another member that like sings, you know, just a little bit more epic that way. I think that could have really gone with the music a little bit better, because I do like the intro of this. It's there's an epicness to it. It's like one person sings, because it seems like it's made for a huge venue where one person would sing, and then, you know, it's just the instrumentation, and during that portion, it's meant for fans to be screaming. It's a concert vibe. They thought of like, okay, we're gonna debut this at Mama, we need something epic as a song. And so it's like it's more like boom, 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 you know, like that kind of, and then within those is like fan screaming, and allowing for those screams to pierce through.
Stepping into the set. 나를 지켜본 threat. Yeah.
So during this part, it's like the screaming of the fans. I do like this part too, with Junso coming in with that yeah, yeah, and in the choreo kind of twisting a little bit.
지켜본 threat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 질주하는 my track. 나의 공식은 act. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I really like Shinlong's rap tone. Oh my god, I really liked him on the show, and I think ever since he came out of the audition, my eyes are like on him, and of course, you know, he went viral in that first performance, and ever since then I've just been like, you know, this guy is so freaking talented. And you know what, he, like, the way he raps here, he adds grit, edge, and that kind of punchiness to the song, because if you I like the contrast between like Sungwon, Junso, having lighter tones, and then going into Shinlong having that like deeper voice tone. So it's a pretty cool variance there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 질주하는 my track.
It's like so low, right?
나의 공식은 act. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, this choreography has a lot of musicality too. There, like for example, the tap on,
Yeah.
like the footwork there with the how the instrumentation is bouncing, and then, you know, whenever there's kind of like a lingering feeling, they either go like do do, or they go like they slide.
Yeah, yeah. 들이까지지 마. We just wanna ball. What we do? 벽을 허물어. 부를 수 없어.
Beautiful.
내 본능을 그리고 너만을.
That's like my favorite lick right here. Okay, so yeah, you know what? We're just like 30 seconds into the song, and you're already hearing some distinction in a lot of their voices. They have very distinct voices, and I like that because then you can really hear who's singing what. Of course, there's also something beautiful about a song when the members have a very seamless kind of transition, but like here you can really hear the differences in their vocal tones and vocal textures. That's not gonna be for everybody though. I feel like some people would find that a little bit kind of whiplashy with like the different tones, but I like it. I think it's gonna be a personal preference at that point. Starting with Anshin here with such like a smooth tone.
We just wanna ball.
It's a nice lift, very pop sounding.
What we do? 벽을 허물어.
And then going into Leo's tone is so full. It's so thick. Very soulful, right? And then going into Sungwon, very light, feathery, which is great for melodies like here. It's just so beautiful. I love that part. Okay, and then choreo-wise, wow, I'm just so blown away by Arno. I am so happy that Arno made it. If you guys don't know, I made a video already here with during Chains, the fan cams. I covered Sungwon and Arno's. Arno is such an adjustment because we all know him as Jahao. And yeah, it's just an adjustment. But if he wishes to be known as Arno, like, of course, you know, let's respect that. And so I'm just really glad that he made it to the final, to the final debut group, because his body lines are sticking out so much, and he's like right off to the side. Like, he is just such a beautiful dancer, you know? Like, you know, like his body's so open, and just like the way he moves his body waves, it's just so tasteful. Look at that. Oh my god. Like, also in the on the stage, you know, when he had that solo in like before Junso got in there as well, he was giving like Temin vibes. And I was like, wow, a lot of you guys mentioned it already on the comments too, but like, it's so evident. Like, look at that. Like, look. You know, like Sungwon's voice is just like heavenly here with that lick, and then go in. You know what? The lyrics are kind of Chains-like my instincts drawn in all my thirst. I think that's what maybe they thought that we wanted, like thirsty lyrics, like Chains, but the sound is like totally different. It's like Lucky Macho kind of vibe, but like with Chains like lyrics. Anyway, so like looky here when look at Arno's lines here. Look. Oh my god. Like holy shit. That's what we want. You know, that's what we like. Beautiful body lines. I'm watching Stage Fighter right now. If you guys don't know what that is like that's another version of Street Woman Fighter, Street Man Fighter. So this is basically it's Stage Fighter. So it's different genres like contemporary ballet and Korean dance, and like so many beautiful magnetic body lines there. I feel like Arno can get in there, you know, in that kind of genre because he's just such a fluid dancer. Like, look, it's so gorgeous. The way he's dancing. Look at that. Even to go down. Amazing. Someone sounds so good there. Junso's falsetto is beautiful too. Holy shit. The pops are crazy. Like, I saw this. I tried to not watch too many of their reels or like their TikTok or dance challenge for this, just because I wanted to reserve it for the actual reaction. But like I had to watch one, and a couple of people sent me the same thing. And I was just noticing Sungwon's energy with the pops. It's huge. Like look here. Look at how much he's popping. Look, the chest pop is crazy. So like, you know, between, you know, when you put Sungwon, oh, like look at the body lines. Incredible. Look, like these two guys, the crazy. Yeah, like Sungwon has it's a very sharp, energetic pop style to him, which is great. Of course, he can do fluid, sexy dancing too, as we know. And then Arno has that like sexy vibes going on for him. And so like them two there in the front, it's crazy.
Go all night, we got the formula. Get it, man, go, don't stop out my way. We go all night, everybody put your hands up, come on.
I like this part. Yeah, I like that part. I have seen some comments who that they don't like that part. Yeah, of course, you know, music is subjective. That's okay, but I love that part. Like it's very energetic. It's hype music, you know. So like Shinlong coming in to hype. But okay, before that, yeah, it's also amazing to see Leo rapping too, because he was evidently like branded as a vocalist on the show, but we're seeing a lot of people who are like all-rounders at this point. For example, like Leo here, you know, yes, branded as a main vocalist on the show, but he's evidently able to rap as well. And also like later on, I'll touch on Gonu as well, because he was mainly doing rap stuff on the show, but he obviously has a great vocal tone too. Yeah, I like Shinlong coming in, hyping up. And also I love his fluidity, like with his body lines and dancing.
Everybody put your hands up, come on.
Look, so cool. And then Sanghyun is pretty much a main rapper here. So what I said on the Mama reaction, I like the different textures in the rap. Like I think we see that a lot in many different groups. And so I guess that's kind of like the standard of having different tones when you're rapping specifically. So for example, Shinlong has a very masculine lower tone. And then you have Sanghyun who has a lighter, younger tone. You also have like idols who could rap, like Leo having a thick voice, and then Gonu has a very kind of resonant voice also. So you have many different textures here.
진짜 패턴은 내가 만들고. We got the formula. What you jump 해?
Yeah, he's like his main rapper. This part's good. Hey. Ooh, I love that. The kneel down into, yeah, neck up. I love the imageries too. Like this is a very emotional imagery. And then here too, just gorgeous lines. I think Arno and Sangwon are adding a lot of beautiful feathery lines. And then the other ones are having more of a vibe, swag. So it's a great, again, textures. So that's like a main theme here. Vocally, different tones, different textures in their voices, different sounds, different timbres. Some are light, some are low. And then in dancing, you also have different textures as well. You have fluid and sexy, sensual. You have swag and aggressive, vibey. You know, like there's a lot to look at here.
We got the formula. Turn up, go slay, ay, don't stop, out.
It's so such a whiplash, this chorus, because the pre-chorus is so melodic, and then going into like a big rap sound.
We got the formula. Turn up, go slay, ay, don't stop, out my way.
Yeah. Sangwon, man, love the details. Like, look at the leg details here. Look, it kind of like rotates like that. It's beautiful.
Turn up, go slay, ay, don't stop.
I just love Sangwon's chest pops. They're so powerful. Yeah, like he adds so much to that move. It kind of just goes like this, but like he adds so much, which is great. Look. Look. That's addicted. Yeah. Oh, Sunghyun, man, that was great. Come on. Nice. Arno actually got a lot of screen time. Pretty cool.
We got the formula. You wanna feel what you go.
That is fucking heavenly. So, Gonu was such a surprise for me, in a good way, on the stage, on the Mama stage, because again, like what I was mentioning, he so much of his performances on the show were rap heavy. And then he comes in here sounding like this, which is so heavenly, so melodic, so beautiful. That tone is just like, it lifts. It's amazing. And this is why, you know, towards the end of the competition, we were all kind of like, yo, all the main vocalists are kind of being voted off. And then we're not having a lot of vocalists anymore. I think even I was on that train. But the thing is, like, you know, even if you watch, even with ZBB1, a lot of them weren't branded as main vocalists on the show. And when they came out of the show, especially on like the KSR Next Door karaoke portion, I was so in awe. I was like, damn, all these guys can sing. And then evidently, you know, throughout the 2 years, they kept releasing songs that are so melodic and so heavy in the vocals. And so we learned more that so many of them can really sing like main vocal type, you know? It was nice to see. It was just kind of like hidden on the show. I'm not surprised that it's happening the same way here with Boys Who Planet, specifically with Gonu, having this hidden vocal tone. You know, like it would have been actually nice had he gone onto like the vocal, I forgot where he went, but like, you know, the position battle, I feel like maybe he went in a different, he definitely went in a different category, but it would have been cool if he went onto the vocal position. That would have been a great kind of twist, you know? But because, like, you know, for example, if he didn't make it, we may have never known that he could sing like this. Unless, you've heard him before. But like, for us who just watch a show and not really watch outside content, we wouldn't have maybe known that he could sing like this. I'm glad that we got this kind of revelation from him. You know who was exactly like this on the show? Ganuk, for ZB1, he was mainly getting rap stuff. And after that, he was pretty much main vocal on their tracks. I feel like Go Nu could be like that. And that would make sense because you already have, it looks like anyway, you got like Shinlong and Sunghyun doing a lot of the main rap stuff. And then the other smaller rap portions are like distributed, across the other members. It's got a nice R&B soulful tone. Yeah. So high and so thick of a falsetto for Leo. Oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, speaking of Leo, I did react to his solo stuff on Patreon. Sorry, it's on Patreon because most of the suggestions were on there. And yeah, his falsetto here is so thick. It has like a texture too. Beautiful. What is this liquid thing?
Stepping into the set, not a 지켜본 threat. Come on.
I like the transition.
Everybody put your hands up, come on. Turn up, go slay,
Hey.
Don't stop, out my way. We go all night, We got the formula. Get here, not to go. Don't stop, out my way. We go all night,
This part actually, the chorus specifically, it reminds me of Super M. That would make sense too with the SM aspect. But yeah, it's sounding like Super M's 100. It's kind of like that. But of course, it's not gonna be exactly the same. It's not like the same sample, but it's just like the same vibe.
Put your hands up, come on. 계속해, we know. touch버린 내 안에 불확실한 세계를 읽어. Cause we got the formula.
Woo! So yeah, you know what? I think that this song is okay to start off with. A lot of people do not like this song from what I've seen on social media. And it's a very polarizing song. And of course, there are some people who like it too. And I think that it is okay to have a polarizing song for a pre-debut song. But yeah, it is. I think it is more important that we get the Chains-like type of song on the title track because that is going to be promoted. Music shows, that's where the main focus of like getting it to chart will be. And that is going to be, that's going to have a music video. Not like this one. It's like a hybrid performance MV type. And yeah, so I think there is something to look forward to there. I do want the whole concept to be more like Chains-like too. I'm with you guys because they did that concept so well, and so many of the people on that stage were, debuted in this group, so we know that they can do it, and so it would be nice to look forward to it. I think Wake One would flub really bad if they don't do a Chains-like concept for the title track. I can see that like everyone in the fandom pretty much wants a Chains-like type of concept for the title track, and it would just be so bad for their company production team to go against something like that, where the fandom is so unanimous with what they want for that feel and concept, and if it's not unanimous, the majority seemingly anyway who are offering their opinion online pretty much all want that Chains-like type of concept. And I also thought that would be a smart thing for them to kind of lean into, because if you look at the show, what were the viral songs? Sexy Concepts, Chains, Whiplash. Like, you have a definitive format to follow that is almost bulletproof. So it'll be interesting to see what Wake One does. They might totally go against that too. But of course, not limiting them to just songs like Chains or Whiplash. Of course, you can do other songs too, but like I think it's very, very important what the type of sound you have for the first couple of albums. You know what the fans want. You know what kind of choreographies, what kind of sound, what kind of visual concept they want. we want, right? So use that as a guide. It's an easy guide, but also at the same time, I don't know, because like with Wake 1, especially with ZB1, it took them a while to find ZB1's sound. And once they found it, it got really, really good. So we'll have to see. I don't know if there's going to be a dance practice for this performance video for this song. I guess we'll see. So yeah, again, if you guys are interested, I have reacted to all the full episodes of Boys to Planet and also the behind stuff. And I'll be doing more ALD1 variety shows there too, if you guys are interested in that. Mama Awards is there too, so yeah, all links are down below. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to see more exclusive reactions, I do have a Patreon, link is down below.